So Donald Trump very recently pardoned his convicted former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, and Flynn is already out there calling for Donald Trump to execute a military coup to retain control of the White House beyond January 20th, despite the fact that it's very uncontroversially true that Joe Biden won the 2020 presidential election. And things have become so debased that this story is barely making headlines. This is the story of a former top national security official who has been convicted and then pardoned by the president for crimes related to protecting that president, who immediately after being pardoned is out saying declare martial law and effect a military coup to retain power. Michael Flynn endorsed a call on Twitter for Trump to go absolutely dictatorial. This is a call from a group called the We the People Convention, which says Donald Trump should invoke martial law and just have a new election. Didn't like the results of the first one? Well, do a new one. Martial law is when you impose military control over functions normally handled by civilian government. It's typically something that is done only in extreme emergencies, like really extenuating circumstances, not he lost and he wanted to win. You lost and you wanted to win is not a circumstance in which you invoke martial law. Now, really, we have to understand how dangerous this arc is. Michael Flynn commits crimes in his role as incoming and actual Trump national security advisor. He's investigated. Trump fires him, seems to understand that that Flynn did the things he's accused of doing. Flynn cooperates with the FBI, sort of, is convicted, but Robert Mueller recommends no jail time. Michael Flynn then recants part of his cooperating testimony. Then Trump pardons Flynn, whose crimes are related to protecting Trump himself. And within days, Michael Flynn, former national security advisor, endorses the idea of Donald Trump declaring martial law and holding a new election willy-nilly because he didn't like the results of the election that we had. Once again, colloquially speaking, what Michael Flynn is doing is sedition. Sedition is conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. That's what this former national security advisor is calling for here, fresh off of a pardon for crimes related to protecting Donald Trump, pardoned by Donald Trump himself. The guy pardoned by Trump for crimes meant to protect Trump is calling for Trump to use the military to stay in power despite having lost the election. Understand how absurd that is. Every individual and there's another layer to this. The day before yesterday, Trump's press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, when she was asked about pardons and whether Trump would pardon Giuliani or his children, as he's reportedly considering, Kayleigh said, the only pardon I can talk about is the one that happened for 3-star General Michael Flynn. Now, there's something interesting there. When someone serves in the military, they take an oath, and that oath doesn't expire when you leave active service. You take an oath when you enter the military to defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. The veteran's oath doesn't expire. And so on every level, it's particularly ridiculous that Michael Flynn is out there saying, invoke martial law, make a new election because you lost. But the really crazy part is they want us to believe they are the patriotic ones by doing this, even though what they are doing is the opposite of more properly and sensibly defined patriotism. They are advocating for the opposite of patriotism. They are part of the domestic threats that they are, as members of the military, supposed to be protecting us against. They believe and certainly claim that they are the patriotic ones by doing this. This national nightmare has gone on way too long. We're down to 6.5 weeks, but who knows what they have planned even after Joe Biden is inaugurated. Scary to think about. Our sponsor, PureVPN, is having a huge Black Friday sale right now. They're giving you 88% off a subscription, which comes out to only a little over $1 a month. PureVPN makes you anonymous when you're browsing online, and you can trust them because they're the only VPN in the industry with an always-on third-party audit to verify that your internet activity is not being logged. By hiding your IP address, PureVPN keeps you safe from hackers and prevents you from being spied on by your internet service provider, social media companies, and even government surveillance. It also lets you watch shows and movies that aren't available in your country. PureVPN is super fast. You can use it on all of your devices. And I can tell you firsthand, the app is really easy to use. And they have 6,500 servers across the world, which is more than any other VPN in the industry. Everyone should be using a VPN when connecting to the internet, and now is the perfect time to start because PureVPN is giving you an 88% discount on a subscription, which comes out to only a little over $1 a month. Go to davidpakman.com/purevpn. The link is underneath the video.